Atlanta, what's going on? It's your boy KP. Thank y'all for tuning in to the Atlanta Sports OGs podcast. We're the official authority on all things Atlanta sports, whether we're talking about the Hawks, the Braves, or the Falcons. Is really what we're here to talk about today. I appreciate y'all joining me for this quick recap of what we saw in week 8. We saw a lot of foolishness as we see every week. You know, I'm your boy, aka KP, bandwagon man, or Mr. Kool-Aid if you like. What I saw this week was Arthur Smith, again, confused me with what are we doing offensively with play calling. I saw Matthew Bergeron get pushed around a lot. I saw us not react to that, really. We tried to speed things up, but did it work? No. When I'm going to talk about play calling, the one thing that really confused me the most, why in the red zone is Jonnu Smith throwing the ball on a gadget play? I'm going to ask again for the people in the back. Why is Jonnu Smith throwing the ball in the red zone on a gadget play? We're short in the red zone. We could go to Bijan Robinson. Seems like a good idea. We drafted him in the first round. We could go to Tyler Algier. Seems like a good idea as well. He had 1,000 yards last season. Could also go to Cordell Patterson. Seems like another good idea, who also balled out last season and was healthy. But what do? We decided to let our tight end, our second-tier tight end, throw the ball on a gadget play. And, of course, we didn't score. Other thing, we're going to push the panic button. It's time for us to bench Desmond Ridder. We've watched this guy bumble things for the last 12 games that he's played. He has not impressed any of us. He hasn't done anything special. Let's be honest. He is what he is. He's probably a backup at best. He's not Dak Prescott. He's not Russell Wilson in his prime. He ain't even Geno Smith, who got better, after time. And he definitely isn't Matty Ryan Ice. We know that for a fact. We're looking at Kyle Pitts, a guy who looked dangerous with Matt Ryan, looked pedestrian with Desmond Ridder, because Ridder is either scared, he's overthrowing the ball, he can't get it out, he's holding it too long, taking sacks, doesn't know when to throw it away. He just looks overwhelmed. I'll be honest. He looks like a little bit better version of Marcus Mariota. And I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone or I'm in the Deja Vu Zone because I'm seeing the same thing I saw last year. I'm seeing a quarterback that can't get it done waste our opportunity to win a division when we've actually got a really good defense, a top 10 defense, if you will. No, we don't have Aaron Donald. We don't have, Mr. Marquez Sweat. We don't have Chase Young yet. Hopefully we make a trade or something like that. We don't have Myles Garrett, but we do have one good guy called Grady Jarrett. We've got Amor Adebakade. We've got David Onyemata. We've got a really good secondary in Jeff Okudah, and we've got a really good secondary in Jeff Okudah, and so many others on that side of the ball. But what I'm watching is a defense that's on the field too long because we know our offense can't get it done. What I'm watching is a defense get tired. What I'm watching is a defense whose efforts are wasted by a quarterback that's constantly turning over the ball. He's a turnover machine, and worse turnover machine than Jameis Winston. At least with Jameis Winston, you actually have some level of opportunity to actually win games, and the guy does have a cannon for an arm. You know how I know he's a turnover machine? Numbers tell me so. 6 touchdowns this year to 12 turnovers. 12 of those turnovers being INTs. And the worst part about it, he turns the ball over in the red zone. We can't have that. Turnovers in the red zone, what does that equal? A recipe for a disaster, a recipe for losses. Which brings us to where we are right now, 500. Now, we're still in number 1, which is a good thing. If we want to stay in number 1, you know what we need to do? Very simple change. We don't have to make a lot of changes on the defense side of the ball. It'd be great now if we actually made a trade for a pass rusher. I would love that, but that's a story for another day. Put in Taylor Heineke. You know how I know that's going to fix things? He came in, he played pretty well. Got us 175 yards and scored a touchdown. We're talking about a guy who actually took the Washington Commanders to the playoffs and competed. Is he the answer long term? No, but we could actually win the division with Taylor Heineke. Really, really simple fix, and I bet you puts us in an opportunity to win. But again, we'll talk about that in the next one. I appreciate y'all joining us. Like, share, subscribe. I'll see y'all in the next one.